So we are now going to discuss histograms. Histograms are another good way to display our data. All right, histograms are going to take the data, the whole list that we have, and divide it into these equally spaced bins. All right, some people call them bins, some people call them buckets. All right, the width of these bins is called the class width. Class width. All right, the class width is going to basically be the distance between two pieces. So below I do already have the graph, the histogram right here. So you can see that our class width is going from 30 to 40. All right, more specifically, because we had all these whole number data, we're going to call it 30 to 39, 40 to 49, 50 to 59, 60 to 69, 70 to 79. I try not to look down so much. 80 to 89, 90 to 99. All right. I wrote a note at the bottom, things to consider. Okay, on some histograms, you'll see if there is confusion on whether the whole numbers, the tens digits, should be included in the previous bar or the next bar. Because you see how on this histogram below we have that border at 30, at 40, at 50. You can change it to be 29.5 to 39.5. So there is no confusion that 30 isn't contained in that bar. Right? But that is what's happening in our histogram here below. Now this is a frequency table, but instead of just having whole number pieces of data and their frequency, instead we have the classes, right? The bins. So how many pieces of data are between 30 and 39? Well, there's just one piece of data between 30 and 39. How many are between 40 and 49? 1, 2, 3 pieces of data between 40 and 49. All right, 50s, 1, 2, 3. 60s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 70s, 1, 2, 3, 4. 80s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 90s, 1, 2. Oh, not just 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oops. Caught myself there. All right, forgot about the second row data. So you see, this is how a histogram displays it. If I had an individual bar graph or something, which we'll discuss bar graphs here in just a moment, there would be very many singular pieces. Just like if I had a frequency table here, it would be the data point 33 happened one time. So instead, this takes a larger set of numerical data and allows us to break it up and display where the bulk is, kind of like our stem and leaf plot. If I look here, I see, hey, a lot of students were in 60s. A lot of students were in the 90s. We see that display right there between those two bars being higher in frequency than the other bars.